but about like a marathon runner or something, and Michael Landon either directed it or played his father or whatever. So this was like a really bummer time to, run into the medical issues that he did. So I'm all jazzed on our first date. I get this stuff called Jolene, right? Because like I'm Black Irish, so I got coarse hair like from the hips down, and I tanned incessantly. I like tan, like every tanning machine was going out of business every 5 minutes. So I thought, well, with my dark tan at this particular moment, why don't I go for like, like beachy blonde, like body hair? So I'm like brushing the Jolene on. I didn't know it would take the tan off. I mean, I didn't go on my first date with Tim with like full tilt vitiligo, but it was enough for my, body dysfunction issues that it was alarming. But it was a lovely first date. He lived in the apartment that, if you've seen the movie Crimes of Passion with Anthony Perkins and Kathleen Turner, she has this double life as a sex worker, and for which she doesn't really need the money. And go girl. And she has this like wild, like it's like a Tudor style apartment, but like in powder blue and white. And that's his apartment, the one that they have for like going in and out. They didn't shoot in there, but going in and out of the front door, that's Tim's apartment at the time when we were dating. So I go on our first date, and it was at the house because Tim and I, like I get this blowback, okay, on the show, you guys, because it was like, you're a liar. He's not here to defend himself. Defend him from what? We dated. It was like the AIDS crisis. It was the 80s. Yes, you didn't know who I was. That's the whole point. I mean, isn't it? If you were in that scenario, when I posted Dee Dee and I dated, it wasn't like, oh my God, like, the fans in East Lansing with their picture, of her on their wall, like coming out of the woodwork. But Timothy Patrick Murphy and gay and closeted, and then the whole Slaughter Prince thing, which I'm not going to bore you with right now. That's why, guys. So whoever y'all are that are worried that I'm like, please don't put me on the defensive. We all have lives. He had a life. I had a life. It was like a month, okay? Don't lose your shit over this. Anyway, so not that you are. So anyway, like that, that was kind of it, really. I mean, we dated, and there was that, and I mean, no big deal. What was he like personally? Well, I don't really get into that kind of thing. You want to know kind of, I mean, maybe he gave interviews. He probably gave interviews, so go Google those. But Google them, listen to him tell his life. That's what he wanted you to know, right? I'm not his spokesman. I'm not here to do that kind of thing. That's not what my channel's about. That's not what my book is about. Unless you deserve it. And he did not. Did he disclose his status to me? And again, no offense, but none of your business. Did we talk about his medical condition? None of your business. What was he like as a person, like behind closed doors? None of your business, right? What kind of a person was he like? He had a smile that could stop traffic. He had a very naughty-ish, kind of biting sense of humor in a kind of not off-putting, kind of gentle kind of way. And he was a very private person, very private. When we, parted ways, I had painted a beautiful watercolor for him. Never told anybody this. It was a woman with a hat and a cigarette and a sign and a bench behind her. And I used to put like memes with my watercolors, and it said, "Love sure kills the time till the last bus out of town, huh?" I didn't know that he would be passed by 1988. But I never got the picture back. I don't want it. I mean, I hope, he used it in good health. And there was one of, again, my headshots. I was such a Gaga little 18-year-old. I put a piece of picture of my headshot and put it in the back of the frame where you would click it open to take it out. So he had my watercolor on the front, and he had my headshot on the back. He was very funny about it. It was kind of, I was a teenager. So, okay, well, I mean, I don't know, like I said, you want to know more about Tim, then do the research, because I'm not his publicist. I was just his mini boyfriend for a month, okay? No biggie. It happens, right? Happens to all of us, happens to the best of us, and rest in peace, Tim. Thanks for joining me today. I hope I was true to form with the preview and stuff, and I'm always glad that you guys are here, even if I'm like talking about the washing. I don't care. Okay. Tomorrow, upcoming headlong, whenever tonight, whenever tomorrow, more shows, teasers, clips, and previews. And until then, be good to yourself, and I'll talk to you. I'll see you. You'll be listening to me. We'll be sharing. Soon. Okay. Bye.